Hello, good morning, early. You see the sun is low and shining in my eyes. Most of us don't like confrontation, have you noticed? We tend to duck the hard conversations. If something awkward comes up, we often prefer to say nothing, keep the peace, avoid the tension, don't rock the boat. But sometimes silence has a cost. Now, in the message to Thyatira in the book of Revelation, Jesus confronts the church for exactly this problem. They were good people, faithful people, but they were allowing teaching that slowly pulled people away from the truth. And when you get away from truth, you start living in error. And Jesus says something very simple. Truth matters enough that it shouldn't just be quietly ignored. Now that might sound uncomfortable, but it's actually hopeful. Because if truth doesn't matter, it's all a random mess. You can't know anything for certain, and you don't know which way to turn or where to go. Now there really is such a thing as what's real and what's false. And Jesus presents himself not just as a religious teacher, but as somebody who knows the truth about us and still calls us towards life, in spite of everything we are, have been, even can become. He says, hold on to what you have until I come. See, these people he was talking to, they weren't powerful, they weren't the majority, but they were going to hold on to truth, when it would have been easier not to in the short term. That's an encouraging thought, because faith isn't always about dramatic gestures. Often it's about simple perseverance, choosing what is true, even when the culture around you moves in a different direction, and holding on to that truth that you've got your grasp on. And Jesus says that kind of quiet faithfulness matters more than we realise.